think she's giving in. A stranger's all you'll find. Yeah, it's hard to figure out what she's all about, but she's woman through and through.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, cracking all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, cracking all the time.
Bravo.
I've had it for quite a few years. I have an Elvis restaurant in British Columbia. I've been an Elvis collector for 45 up in Hell's Gate. It's called Elvis Rocks a Canyon. It's almost like a Graceland right in Canada.
But there are many great musicians. Why him?
Because his music, the love he had for people, he was just a great, great man. Great, great entertainer, and the love he had for people. He was a very giving man.
But you got to understand, before Elvis, no one rented stadiums. People like Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra and other international performers were huge, but never stadiums, no.
Have you known him in person?
He was an amazing guy. We spent a few hours together. He was 20 and I was, or he was 22, I was 20. So we waited in a football locker room because we had to wait an hour before we could go on. And he became apprehensive, you know, like a lot of artists. He walked up and down, pacing. So he goes to the door and he says to the police officer at the door, "Can I borrow your hat, your badge?" And goes in, he said, "Let's do a scene from my new movie," which hadn't been out yet, called Jailhouse Rock. So he says, "I want you to put your hands up over that shower rod." And he handcuffs me to it and he threw the key into the shower. He said, looking at me, he said, "Red, I guess I'll have to go out and introduce myself. You're all tied up." Great sense of humor. But just a very down-to-earth guy, no conceit. Very few artists you can say no conceit.
What do you think, what is in your mind made him so great while he was living, and after 30 years that he's gone, it's gotten greater and greater? What is it, in your opinion, the phenomenon?
Well, I thought about that many times. Nobody had ever sold 1 billion records. And all you have to do is go to Graceland and look in the racket court and see gold and platinum records from the floor to the ceiling. Let's face it, how could he miss? He was good looking, he could sing anything, and he moved. Before him, people did not move on the stage. There was a couple, like there was Johnny Ray, who did some movements, a pop guy, but no one had the gyrations that Elvis had. So you combine all of that. Good looks, he can sing, and he had a great stage presence, great charisma. He made rock and roll. Without him, it wouldn't have lasted. I believe that.
Well, you know, that's hard to explain. I know Elvis is a tremendous person, and I think people realize that when they look in his eyes and they see the smile on his face. He captures people. He has an aura about him that very few people have. And that's why young kids, when they see him on a movie or they listen to his music, they fall in love with him. There's another artist in the world that does that. Here's an artist that keeps getting more and more people every year. He's 31 years he's been gone. Tell me somebody else that has this kind of appeal. It's because of his music. People love to hear his music. When they're depressed, they don't feel something's bothering them. They put an Elvis CD on. It makes them feel good because his music is great music. Everybody misses him. I miss him. I miss him every day.
And I wanna kiss you, baby, don't say old times they are not forgotten. Look away, Dixieland. Oh, I wish I was in Every night. Well, if you're there to leave, you've got to tell the test. Just take a walk alone and see to all that people tell you. Is your heart full of pain? Shall I come back again and tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Let me talk to you just a minute. You know, I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said that the world's a stage, and for each must play a part. I'm afraid I'd be playing in love. I forgot the words.
And you lie when you said you love me, and I have not cause to doubt.
You're living without you.
Another stage is bare,
Our stage is bare.
and I'm standing here with empty heart. And if you want to come back to me,
And if you won't come back to me,
then they can break the curtain
we
down.
can break the curtain down. Bring it on. She brought Imogen to pick her mess up, carry it home and cook it for supper, because that's about all they had to eat. But they did all right. Take